중지의 사람과 식구를 건드는 것이야말로 죄악이지. 그것을 몇 배로 되갚아주는 것이 정이고.
Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac, this is Let's Play Limbus Company Nocturnal Sweeping. We're about to be swept! Last episode it was discovered that we are not in a good position right now, so... yeah. Night in the Backstreets. Weak to Pierce and Gluttony, huh? Honestly, I think I should have had one who grips for faster SP building. You, for some reason, are bad, so... Honestly, let's get the K-Core Excision staff in. He can be our last resort. And Middle Mersault, so that we can get an SP gain should we get lucky. Although, granted, the rate that we pick up Envy resources is pretty poor. No, we need the Heishu branch for the extra event currency, I just realized that. If anyone falls, we can get faster envy generation at least.
뜀박질 시간.
Oh hey, the middle are fighting over there. At least they're not fighting us. Oh, hi, you are feeding her attack. Okay, combat start. Gain 4 persistence. When taking lethal damage, 80% chance to not take that damage, heal 60 HP, recover from stagger and lose this effect. This will not take effect under the following conditions. When coin damage exceeds this unit's max HP. When this unit has the HP healing down effect. Ooh, so if you did have Ryoshu with Chef Ryoshu, she would actually be able to semi-ruin them. Reduce this by 1 at turn end, but there's nothing stopping them from spamming this attack, unfortunately. Extract fuel. Sweep the Backstreets trash disposal. Oh no. Unbreakable coin. When hit with this coin, heal % of damage dealt. Reuse this coin on heads hit. Yep, that's straight out of original Library of Ruiner. Liquefied body. Damage taken down by 10%. Turn end. If anyone died, heal 5%. On kill, heal 2 to 5%. Turn end. Heal SP equal to number of surviving sweepers. When joining after a wave to hit with 30 SP. Gain healing boost to tackler up fragile for panicking. If an ally is defeated, reduce by 5 regardless of level, then gain SP on clash and defeats. I don't like that because it says because it's an unbreakable coin, he is going to be able to get... We're supposed to beat it, but we can't beat it because our rolls are too low. First wave ends after 5 turns. Great! 7 ST just for ending the turn. That's problematic. For the family, apply 1 protection to 2 random allies. Damn it. That gonna hurt. C, A, B, C, D. Oh boy, there's a lot of nonsense around here.
합격점. 나의 공터.
No, why did you have to flip tails there? And of course you're too slow. So you don't get the coin reuse that we really could have used.
떨거지면 잘라낸다. 숨통 끊기.
I hate that trash disposal skill.
위험을 갖지. 이대로 무너져.
Especially since that persistence undoes the stagger. Because it means that they're going to get the recycled coin off whether they deserve to or not. Okay, she should be able to at least knock some people out. Ah, we're on... Okay. We're at 45 SP, so she should be able to scrap some skulls with Yearning Marsala. If Taga's bleed, gain coin pa- Ah. That's a really bad thing for Blood Fiends then.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹어. 그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나라. 네 피분수.
Still wave 1. So these are still wave 1 guys. But at least their skill coins are going down slightly. Why can't we intercept this one? Yeah, this one's getting really weird.
흑순이 빈박질 춤. 꿰뚫려라. 기도.
Well, but now there's significantly less house, isn't there?
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
Second wave ends after 5 turns. We have 10, so she can get that off. Nice. That gives us envy, but that uses up the envy that I'd really like to spend on your Hex Nail here. We'll just go with Hard Blood Sancho. Shimmering Blood Fiend.
어떤 말도 할 수 없어.
All bleed damage taken by the shield is converted to Blood Feast. Okay, we can actually work with this. Why is there one missing? It's because her skill assignments are getting messed up with R's. Damn it.
상담은 나중으로 하지.
But he has no stagger threshold, so it doesn't matter that much.
숨통 끊기. 상대시키듯이 피날레를 준비해야지.
동은 일대준다.
기도해.
Why? I hate that that because he had those bleed coins on him, it gave it just enough power to roll full heads and then do that.
너희의 무기는 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌 거다.
상담은 나중으로 하지. 지금은 그럴 여유가 없고. 점 찍었네.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 그래 그렇게 후회를 피어나고 피어나라.
Seriously, that wasn't enough for her to trigger the... That wasn't enough for her to trigger that healing effect?
그대로 무너져.
영원히 잠들어.
Oh, actually we've triggered
상담은 나중으로 하지.
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌
그럴
the K-Core Ampule. He's going to heal a lot of HP each turn, but I'm not sure whether it'll be enough is the problem.
全員がピル
사료탄 표평일 80. 자! 숨통 끊기. 가치 없고 죽. 꿰뚫려라.
I feel like the trash disposal is at least accurate to Library of Ruina in that it's very hard to stop. But here's the thing. You could stop it with specific skills, you can't do it with this nonsense because they have enough power on trash disposal that you can't actually evade it. Did he just get no healing from that because both of them were in persistence territory? That's kind of offensive, really. Oh hey, we've almost killed these guys. Great. I'm setting it to her counters because I want to cycle through her skills much faster than she is. We've still got one more wave to go though. The fun thing about counter skills is that I believe they'll still discard themselves even if they aren't used. If you select them at least. Wave 2 complete. Wave 3 incoming. The battle was long and grueling. Even Ricardo and his henchmen appeared visibly exhausted after the second wave. Big bro, we messed up. We should have never put you through this trouble in the first place. Don't worry about it, kid. You've taken a brother who came all the way from the south and guided him safely through the labyrinth that is H-Core. I say you've done more than enough. No one could have expected that we'd be fighting the sweepers of all things. Ugh. If we're able to withstand the sweepers, enemies that could give even the middle the trouble. Practice makes perfect, and perfection makes an expert, huh? I guess Honglu wasn't too off the mark. Man, we would have been long swept away by the Horde if we were still new at this. Ishmael, who was taking this brief downtime to check the sharpness of her harpoon, was right. We've been through something like this before. Fighting against an endless horde of enemies, long battles of attrition. It wasn't new. And that very experience was definitely an edge we had against these enemies. Of course, yeah, we even handle the third wave at this rate. There is no choice but to withstand it. Nothing was certain just yet. We still had the third wave to survive. Oh, carry out your sentences as soon as we survive the third wave. Even when we're all basically in the same boat, that guy just can't help but have it out for us, huh? Why would I have it? Gah! The third wave begins, and with it, the buildings suddenly began to shift violently. What? Hold on, what's going on? The buildings are shifting? What's happening? I remember asking all of you guys to read the damn pamphlets. Buildings inside H-Core shift every once in a while. I didn't know it would be like this, but still. Fortunately, it doesn't seem that the building we're in is shifting by much, Executive Manager. As soon as it is finished, an errant building suddenly jutted violently from the ground, rising in a diagonal burst and struck Ricardo square in the chest, setting him blasting off into the skyline. Damn you! Mark my words, this is also going in the books! Ricardo wasn't the only one that got practically punched by a building. Big bro! The henchmen of the middle, who had formed a defensive square to withstand the waves, were blasting off in all directions. Or maybe they were falling? I wasn't sure anymore. What's happening? The movement of the buildings has significantly reduced the enemy population in this area, Dante. This is an opportunity. Now that those irritating bastards are off our backs, I think this is definitely more doable now. I can feel the spirit rising among the sinners. Come on, let's do this. We've done this kind of fight 1,000 times. Who was it that we lost? We lost Gregor. I don't know why we lost Gregor though, but it's not good because we lost him at the start of the turn, so we're down a skill slot or 3. Consume Blood Feast gain 10 bleed, so we're not in an ideal position. Third wave ends after a single turn. Okay then, so we can go all in. Okay, actually, make it her first skill because I'm worried that she might end up getting staggered by that hit. Actually, what would they be able to do that could kill Gregor?
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 그저 하염없이 모든 피를 그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나라. 지원을 갖지. 신파릭하던 지원을 갖지. 그대로 무너져. 무기를 만드는 것만큼 내가 어보이보다 뛰어.
Third wave ends after 4 turn. Oh well, they lied, didn't they? I don't like it. I don't like it, and I can't stop it.
더 처리할 먹잇감 없나? 산소류 경을 온 라샹. 이 작살은 필살의 집념이. 안겨있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 짓이겨졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다. 환락에 삼켜지기 전에.
합격장.
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌. 총원 불격! 아류산 소평열 칼질 갈라지금. 기도해라. 구원을 가슴에 제대로 무너져라.
Not bad. Survived. Was that the last of them? Current time is 04:24 hours. About 10 minutes until the night in the Backstreets ends. But we can relax now that, given that we survived the third wave. The buildings are no longer shifting. Stability has been restored. We did it, Executive Manager. Bloody hell, finally. The sinners all collapsed to the ground from exhaustion. There was a Kazan here, but it's gone now. Despite the fact that we haven't moved at all from our initial positions. There wasn't even a trace of it having been here. We realized that we'd been relocated on top of a roof, as though we had all just awakened from the dream of sleeping in a building that never even existed. That was one hell of a battle, man. I thought it was done for. This is killing me. I don't know if we could have survived that if that air-obsessed loon wasn't here to draw some of them away. I guess we've got something to thank him for. So that's all they've got in a head-on battle. Art thou acquainted with these foes, young Ryoshu? OFC have heard of them. Their scent of blood was... 'twas faint, but it cannot be, no. 'Twould be best not to linger overlong on this thought. Why not dig deeper? Letting ephemeral inspiration slip through your fingers is the death of creativity. I said I won't linger on it. Don't rush me. Whatever. How uninspiring. Guys, now's not the time to bicker. Ryoshu and Don Quixote's words were indeed unnerving, but we'd have plenty of time to discuss them once we return to the bus. If we can return in one piece. Shiyuha. I'll be frank, that was impressive. I thought for sure you'd have been long swept away by now. Shiyuha must have been waiting somewhere nearby to watch us die, because it didn't take long for him to reappear before us. Perhaps they agreed on a new deal while we were fending off waves of sweepers. The Mao branch and Zilu were both approaching us in an intimidating gait that contrasted with their earlier passivity. Damn it. Executive Manager, we've had too many high-risk, high-fatigue battles in succession. I hate to offer such disloyal advice, but It may be wise to avoid this battle at all costs. That don't seem like an option to me. I look around. Most of the sinners were either dead, trampled and chopped to small, unrecognizable pieces. They were barely holding on at best. I can bring them back, I always do. But when they've completely surrounded us, I don't know if I can bring them back in time to protect me. They might just cut the sinners down as soon as they get back up. Well, this was within my predictions. I can simply finish off anyone that hasn't been swept away. Now, stage is set for my ascension. For the next 10 minutes, no sweepers, let alone anyone, is coming here. You know why? Because who in their right mind would leave their homes when the night in the Backstreets is still ongoing? And looks like even that annoying idiot from the middle's been taken care of too. Somehow. You, how much of this was your plan? How much, you ask? The whole thing, of course. All the way back to that construction site that blocked your path. The one who deceived that unscrupulous fool of your company. It was me. The one who put the pitiful King Tao, who doesn't even have a family name, with you. It was me. The one who contracted the Triax office to challenge you for a duel. It was me. And guess who it was that relayed your real-time location to all kinds of forces in the district? Yeah, it was me. And this trashy lodging without a residential permit? All devised by none other than yours truly using Hugh Core's technology. I see. Oh, it's so good. It was so good, wasn't it? What a perfect strategy. What did you think? Aren't I great? Aren't I so utterly clever? This is exactly why I deserve to be the next family a folly to speak those words. Oh! We're gonna get saved by Encore of all things. An unfamiliar voice echoed from the dark. There was neither animosity nor hospitality, only utter serenity and nothing else. The speaker approached us, walking under the narrow ray of moonlight that shone between the shifted buildings. In his hand was a decapitated head illuminated by pale light. Blood dribbles from the severed neck. The wide-open eyes remained frozen in its final moments, filled with utter terror. He walks right toward us, in step with a drip of the blood. It can't be Gia Q? I knew you who was working for someone. It was him. Why do you have Qiang Tao's head? I brought back the wayward pet to his master, that it may be once again leashed. There's a serpent, my lord. Leave it. We needn't shoo it away. Huh? So he killed our guide for us. I thought that he killed Shiyuha for us, but no, it's just the guide, wrapping up that loose end. You were loaned the Heishu pack so that you may simply get in their way. No more. I see. Was there a sudden change of heart once you held the leash in your hands? That to return to the Shi family side would be to your benefit? No, you knew everything all along. What, must I ask, is everything to you? Your vision is too limited for my lord's wisdom to comprehend. The wise fails to peer through the narrow-sighted eyes of the fool. But if by everything you refer to how you feigned abandonment from the Shi family to secure my lord's trust, indeed it could be said that we do know everything. Ugh. Don't kill me. Please, please don't kill me. I'll share with you my most guarded secrets. The Shi family Right, the 10 Blades of the East, yeah. But Shiyuha could speak no more. For a serpentine blade struck from the umbra and separated his head from his torso with ease. Little Yehua, have I not warned you time and time again to guard your tongue against the creeping desperation? I believe that we have gathered the intelligence we had hoped to collect, my lord. You needn't pursue the serpent, Zilu. His voice boomed as he commanded those who appeared to be his officers. The tall-built man took a ponderous step from the shadows and stood before us. With an enigmatic expression, he wordlessly looked at Yahuwah's decapitated head, now lying on the ground, then at us. It was as though he was gazing upon the clouds or blades of grass. I shall take them with me. He picked up Yahuwah's decapitated head before gesturing at his officer with a nod. Ah, here it is, my lord. Wrap their heads with stasis wraps. Decomposition won't set in anytime soon. You're taking him to life insurance? Really? Ah. It's honestly kind of terrifying how little threat he sees in anyone and everyone. And with those bandages, he begins to wrap them up in a practiced motion. He does not pay us any heed, as though we weren't even worth the attention. Return to me once you have finished here. Yes, my lord. Hold on, you can't just shop out of nowhere. He did not reply, his eyes gazing, yet reflecting nothing but hollow emptiness. And just as he had emerged from the darkness, he vanished into the shadows carrying 2 decapitated heads.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니 가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔. 그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
Ooh, yeah, Gregor took quite the thrashing there. Okay, so... I think there's going to be one more battle, so until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. I'm just judging from the X cleared conditions here. Just clear the stage, survive sweepers, that's all you need. I am going to utterly loathe the new pack though when it shows up in Mirror Dungeons, because I'm always going to have to take it for the extra currency, and it's probably going to be lots of rabbits or hares, whatever.